Hey guys, Ozhound here. It's been a long time between videos, but I am back to start a new series on the All the Mods #2 mod pack. This mod pack is based on 1.11.2 Minecraft. The mod pack was released November 17th initially, last year, 2016. The reason why I've taken so long to start a series on this is basically because it's taken a long time for a lot of the mods to shift across from 1.10.2. I've played the pack a few times, but it's changing every other day with updated mods and some of the big mods coming into 1.11.2. I believe that it's time, or the mod pack has matured enough to get into it, give it a good play, and you guys can watch along. So I've set up my server on here, so let's get into it. There we go. I haven't done anything since I logged in. I've flown around a little bit because I was in creative mode, and I believe I'm still actually in creative mode. Yep. But this is the spawn point of the world, so we'll just get out of creative mode. Mode 1, 0. Okay. And now that ancient golem is chasing me. Not something that I want to mess with. Looks like I'm going to die in the first couple of minutes of the game. Awesome. Evidently, these things fire fireballs. This isn't good. So that ancient golems are from a mod called Roots. Now Roots has got its second iteration, i.e. Roots 2 by Lucent, and we'll be checking that out at some point because I haven't touched that particular mod since the first version. So we'll find a good place to set up. This is actually Alps. So I'm in a cold desert at the moment. The world gen on this is quite unique. A few of the mods have they generate these sort of things. Terraqueous is one that does a lot of world gen. Trees, plants, I believe, some plants. Lots of food in the form of mangoes and basically tree-borne fruit. These cute little deers are from Roots 2 as well. So yeah, the mod pack's been out for a while, as I've said. You can get some more information on it by going to the website allthepacks.com. There we've got all of the mod packs that are listed under the All the Mods branding, plus a list of current servers, a compare the mod packs page, which will do as you'd expect. Lists all the mods in all the mod packs for a quick comparison. So I've got some wood. Okay, while I'm hiding from monsters and cooking stuff, I guess we can go through a list of some of the major mods that are in the pack. Actually, additions is here, advanced generators. We've got armor plus, infernal mobs, which you might have seen a couple of the mobs running around with particle effects coming off them, makes it quite hard early game, and even at some point in the later game, some of the mobs can be quite annoying. But I guess I need to get some light sorted out here. So other mods are Biomes of Plenty's in here, Blood Magic, Chisel and Bits, Char Set, which adds a lot of handy little tools, Cooking for Blockheads, which is pretty much needed in this pack because this pack comes with Spice of Life and Apple Core. So you can see down the bottom on my health bar has got I'm already running out of health because of mobs attacking me, but you can only there's a diminishing effect which is set in the configuration file of 6 foods, so you can only eat a food 6 times and then it basically won't have any more effect, or you have to rotate through 6 foods. There's a few new mods that have come out. There's Cyclic, Deep Resonance, Hardcore Power Generation there. Embers is a new one that we haven't touched on before. Ender Tanks, Ender Thing, Environmental Tech makes a comeback. Extra Utilities is in here as well. Extreme Reactors, which is the old big reactors port from 1.7. Iron Chests, another staple mod that appears in a lot of packs. Journey Map, as you might have already noticed. JEI, which is obvious. It's getting pretty hairy out there. What is that? Stray. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to wait till night time finishes and then we'll come back. Right, we need to get some wood. So continuing to go down the list, let's have a look at what we got here. Literal Ascension, which is a whole bunch of I guess things to make your ascension or your climbing easier, ladders and so forth. Now I've just caused a creeper to detonate here intentionally, and now I've sort of blocked my path back up to my hole. Got Mystical Agriculture, which is quite a big one for those who aren't familiar with it. It's basically resource gathering by way of growing plants. So different, it essentially means that you can grow things like nether quartz, basically anything in the game, as long as the mod is supported, you can grow it. So that's pretty cool. We'll be checking that out. I have played with it a little bit, not a great deal. Got some more of this area here. I've already started to dig a hole down to start mining, but of course I haven't found any iron or anything like that yet. I should be able to get, yeah, 4 chests. Nice. Don't ask me where these ragged leather boots come from, I'm not sure at the moment. These crystals come from quark. You can put them together with stone to create ruins. You can actually make... Oh, that's actually additions. Okay, so that's there are different types of crystal clusters. Actually, additions has one, which are these ones here. And quark has other types. Not enough wands is in the pack. Open blocks elevator. Pam's harvest craft is in here as well. That's incredibly useful when combined with spice of life, because you know, spice of life, a lot of people don't like spice of life. I don't mind it. It makes the game interesting, for lack of a better word. Just means that you have to be more aware of your hunger as you play through the game. Get some stairs together, I think. Well, see the particles there? That means there's a bad guy that's followed me up here. And I don't know what power he has, but I can guarantee you it won't be conducive to me being alive. He's got regen, weakness and darkness, so he will heal fast, he'll blind me when I hit him. So he's not the ideal mob to have when you don't have a good weapon. So he's back up to 30 hearts again. That's not good. Okay. Let's just ignore him for the moment. Let's get some stairs sorted out. So we'll keep making our way down here. We've got pressure pipes in this. We've got Psi, Vasky's Psi, which is good. Quark, as I mentioned a little bit earlier. Range pumps, which I haven't checked out before, but it's basically a small mod to allow you to pump liquids over distances. What else have we got? We got refined storage. It's akin to the original applied energetic storage mod, and applied energetics hasn't been written for 1.11.2 yet, so we will be using that as our mass storage and automation mod in the future. We've got soul shards the old way. You guys would have seen me do that in my last video. You basically could create mob spawners with that mod. It's very powerful. Simple generators is in. Roguelite dungeons is here as well. That's good for early game loot. Not that I spend a lot of time in the roguelite dungeons, because by the time I get to a point where I can navigate my way down relatively successfully, the loot that you get isn't really worth it in my opinion. Where are we at? What, level 53? I've still got a long way to go. Alright. Simply conveyors. Spartan shield storage drawers. Storage drawers is in for 110. Tech reborn. Don't really play a lot of that. Terracrius is in. The one probe. You can see the top left there. That's the one probe doing that. Spice of Life I mentioned before makes gameplay relatively hard. So that's pretty much the list of the major mods that are in the pack. There are some smaller ones like a fast leaf decay and that sort of stuff. Well, I found some copper ore. At least I can make some tools out of that. Some of the things that have yet to make it to 1.11.2, most notably is Tinker's Tools, one of the most popular mods on the planet, and a bit disappointed that it's not in here, but I don't even know what the state of development is for that particular mod. Immersive Engineering is another one that's not in here. Apparently thermal expansion is coming very soon, so we'll see that in the next couple of versions. That'll be interesting. Still can't. Seems that night time is longer than daytime these days. Well, that's pretty cool. You can use the ragged boots to create leather scraps, which I would assume can be made into leather. Cool. Okay, moving on. We need to get another pickaxe. Me and my shift click. Damn it. All-in-one tool from Actually Editions. That's cool. Unfortunately, I just used all of my sticks. Oh, now an ancient golem has joined the fray. Excellent. I need to get food sorted out because this is becoming a little bit of an issue. So I'm just deciding what I'm going to start with, I think. Obviously we're going to work our way towards the refined storage system, and the staple is to get go from using these these furnaces to something more efficient for ore doubling. And because we don't have tinkers in the pack, probably going to start with something like Actually Editions. They've got a few good furnaces, coal furnaces and crushers and stuff like that in there. That's a pretty good option, I think, and we'll work towards that. Can't believe it's night time again. Okay, so we'll just keep digging away. Iron, yay! An emerald in the Alps biome. That's interesting. Got a pretty good vein here, which is good. These are good canola. Can use them to for Actually Editions canola generators. Gardens always have a little bit of sustenance in them. Tiny torches are a thing. They don't throw as much light as main torches. They're tiny. Okay guys, I think that's all we've got time for today. Thanks for watching the first episode of this. We will have more to come. Thanks.